The transformer that we were considering from last few lectures is almost completely analyzed, and we know most of the parameters of the transformer. Now we will go ahead to find performance parameters such as efficiency and regulation. Efficiency is a ratio of output power to input power. Both of these powers would be active powers. The formula for efficiency is shown on screen. The numerator part of ratio is symbolically represented by PO. An expression for this output is shown on screen in next step. In this formula of transformer, V2 is RMS value of terminal voltage on secondary side. I2 is current drawn by load or supplied by secondary coil, and last term cos phi 2 is load power factor. Similarly, input power may be expressed by Pi, whose expression is shown in next step on screen. We would endorse the fact that we have made few approximations while finding some parameters like input voltage or input power factor, which if required may be changed. If not required to change them, we will deliberately change them to adjust our approximations and understand change in performance parameters. For now, let us start with V1 is equal to 250 volts, I1 is equal to 4.5 amperes, and cos phi 1 is equal to 0.75. Similarly, for secondary side values, V2 is equal to 100 volts, I2 is equal to 10 amperes, and cos phi 2 is equal to 0.8. Now let us substitute these values in the expression for efficiency. The result of this calculation is output is 800 watts, input is 843.75 watts. So finally value of efficiency is 94.81% that we can see on screen. We have already calculated the value of primary winding resistance and secondary winding resistance. These are symbolized by R1 and R2. Values of these resistances are shown on screen in next column. For calculating copper losses in both primary and secondary windings, we need both of these current values at full load. These values are shown on screen in next step. Formula to find copper losses is shown in next step. By substituting all values of parameters, we get full load copper losses equal to 16.55 watts. These copper losses are shown in next step. Since we have estimated input and output power of transformer, we may find total losses at full load. After subtracting full load copper losses from these total losses of 43.75, we get iron losses equal to 27.2 watts, which are shown in next step. The new formula that we see on screen is a variation of efficiency formula that we considered at the beginning. This formula is useful for finding the load at which efficiency would be maximum. Let us consider X as a multiplier to load current. So load current itself will remain at its full load value, but change in current will be reflected in changing value of X. In this way, rated output of is substituted in place of PO, and multiplier X keep on changing as load current either increases or decreases. In case of copper losses, full load copper losses will be multiplied by X square, since load current is a square term in this expression. In this way, efficiency formula shall be modified to accommodate changes in load. Such a modified formula is written in the next column of screen. For finding the condition for maximum efficiency, we have to differentiate efficiency expression with respect to X and equate it to 0. The formula for derivative of quotient is shown for reference. If we observe the formula for quotient, then we see that if two terms in the numerator are equal, then quotient would be 0. Therefore, we will equate two terms and simplify the result. Next step shows corresponding substitution before differentiation. On differentiation terms of equation and simplifying them further, we reach a final condition. Note that derivative of iron losses is 0 since it is a constant term. This condition tells us that when constant losses becomes equal to variable losses, efficiency becomes maximum. For our laboratory transformer, load of 128% gives maximum efficiency that we see on screen.